2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're glad to have you with us as we kick off our coverage of this event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam in the booth as we get another week of this FedEx Cup race going. Rich, what a week we've got ahead.
Really looking forward to the action out there on the course today, Luke.
This would be a great up and down. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Love watching this player around the greens.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
He's in a tie for 14th place. Here we are at the second tee.
Players want to take out any club, drivers three, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score to this hole, and you're never disappointed with a five.
Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And down it goes. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Par three, measuring 208 yards, a difficult par three to say the least.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Big putt for par coming up. This one started out on a good line. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Currently 1 under for the round. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par four.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
He'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. That one goes down for bogey. Now 4 back after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Oh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Our wind's just gonna knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
That's just inside the range. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Ooh. It was on a good line. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. Well holed. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Time to get this train back on the tracks. They need to focus here and get back into the game.
bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them. Yeah, that's well judged. An opportunity to make their par. Currently at +3 for the round. Ooh, bold play here. Going with the chief off the tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Second shot here on the 7th.
This one heading to the bunker.
In the bunker, off the tee. Got to make up for a mistake. Playing their 4th shot. Setting up here with a very long putt. Okay, steady now. Just a short putt remaining here. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Going with the 6-iron here. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And there it is. Currently at 4 over for the day. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Second shot here on the 9th hole. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Time now for the 4th shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Putting for bogey. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee.
Par 4 straight away, A hole that is simple and difficult all in the same breath.
Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Penny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
He's eyeing this up, and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
Getting ready to play their third. And here we are with their fourth. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Great touch.
The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
They're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh. And that putt will drop. Well done. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Opting for the 9-iron. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. And a par putt awaits him. Ouch, that hurts. And this one will be for bogey. And now at +7 for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Handy effort, that one. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
That's disappointing. A 7-footer right here. Yeah, good job. Nice par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Playing their 4th shot. Time for the 5th shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
This is a triple bogey attempt here. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, that's a handy shot. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. That putt went a bit long there. A bogey putt awaits. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find the sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now plus 11 for the day. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it...
ps5 Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today.
Well, you love this player. Why wouldn't you wait to see how this player plays? You have a poster of this player at home, don't you?
A 2.
Okay.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt coming up for his par. Currently plus 10 now for the event. Here we have a short par 5.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Well, that should find the bunker. This next shot coming up from the sand. Yeah, that's the right option. You should never compound an error with another one.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it, though. Let's see.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Yes, just a bit outside there, Luke.
Time now for the 4th shot. Big par saver coming up for this fella. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Ooh, nice line. That gets the job done. Sitting at 11 over for the event. And we've arrived at a par 3.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do. This would be a great up and down. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Nice little par putt here.
Hey, that's a chance. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Next hole is a short par 4.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Time for the second shot here at the 4th. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Par putt coming up here. Job done. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
That's a touch of class.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Yeah, that one will play. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. The dreaded shove. Always hurts on the greens. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And here we are with their 4th. Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for a par here. currently 12 over for the tournament. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one is headed to the right.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
What's in front of them, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. This is what they have left for par.
A bit long on that one. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Just didn't drop. This next putt for double bogey. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Just 10 feet to the cup here. It looks like he pushed that one. This one for bogey. Nice stroke. Yep, well holed for bogey. Rich, I know you're an eternally optimistic type of player. We're through 9 holes here and it's cut day. Do you think this player's got a chance of playing on the weekend?
Luke, I guarantee they'll have a tee time this weekend. It'll be at the Muni down the road, however.
This lie's not great.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet. An important par save.
And there it is. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. On the tee of a par 3.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
That should set up another chance. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
5 feet coming up to the cup. Oh, just missed. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's hope that double bogey doesn't haunt them on this one. That was tough.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot here on the 12th. Going with the hybrid. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Putting for bogey here. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 16 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Wow, that's misjudged. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
Well played, mate. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
All you can do is hope now, because that was never going down the fairway. And from the greenside rough here. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
That's not the shot he's hoping for. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
A bit wild on approach there.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
I'll be glad to be putting now. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, so close. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Going with the 7.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back close and limit the damage. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. This shot was about 140 yards out. And he's hit that inside the range.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Ah, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for Green. Playing their fourth shot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Yeah, I can understand you'd be disappointed by the bogey, but here's an opportunity to bounce back.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
3 consecutive bogeys, that's bad momentum. And here we are with the third shot. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
That'll sting a bit. Just a 4-footer remaining. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John